It's just after 7 minutes past 8, 2nd of July. Still got my winter coat on. There's hares out here, hares. Luna chases rabbits. Snitch chases her hare. Ah, the hares out running, you know, like, oh, hares, not rabbits, hares. So I need to watch this one, doesn't go mad. I'm going to Caravan this weekend. I'll tell you what I am, Luna. As you might have to put the leggings back on again. I thought it was dry out here, you can feel a wee bit of water in there. Luna! I came in here, this is Tully Castle. Came in here last night. Wasn't meant to stay here. Just swung round. You see, I'm not parked. It is sort of abandoned, isn't it? But, why heavy rain yesterday before we came here? Luna didn't want to get out of the car. She did not want to get out. She had to be dragged out. Finally got her out, like, and we got her dinner. Once she got dinner, I went to sleep. She wasn't for getting up. So I stayed the night here then. But we walked around here last night, but I had to get her fed. Tully Castle. We'll go with a brief history again. There's a wee lake walk here. Where's the lake walk? We're going to do that now. There's been up after no hares. What's one of these signs? Here's the lake walk. Go up to the castle. I don't know. If we go over to the toilets, we'll find it. Well, we still do go up the castle on round. The road down here is very narrow. And I mean narrow. It's one of them wee roads. People might have a problem in a car. And in saying that, there's a sign down there, coach parking is down here. That's coach parking where I am. It's also main car park. There's another wee car park at the Cottage. Don't know what the Cottage is about, interactive centre or something like that. But there's two cattle grids on that last wee stretch of road. And you sort of like look at the end of the road. So you get a wee gap and make a wee dash for it. Now see, if I stay here too long this morning, I'm likely to meet people coming in here. So that's why I thought I'd get a wee bit earlier and get out rather than get stuck. Maybe it's a mile off the main road. It's just narrow. So a brief look at this last night, like, but you don't get into the castle. Built in 1610, burned down in 1641 by the locals, and they massacred everybody inside. Sometimes you get the wee bits of history, they don't give you the whole lot. The garrison that was here was out fighting somewhere. Didn't say where they were fighting. Just gives you the brief history. They were out fighting somewhere, and there was nobody left in here but the women and children. And there was 10 men, so they're probably retired boys, like, or maybe ones at 16, 18, you know, just about out of boyhood. So you had 10 boys keeping a wee eye around here, and the women and children. All the locals from the local houses had all come in here, so they knew that things were brewing up, like. So they had come in here for safety. They said in the thing that your woman then, it was 800 of the enemy, what's to be the locals, surrounded the castle. And they tell the woman if she surrendered the castle and surrendered the arms, that's muskets and swords and all that, and if she surrendered the stuff, they could walk free. So she surrendered, and she did walk free, and her family members walked free, but everybody else was herded into the basement. So as I was in the basement, see the main house, these houses were up above, and then there's is that the basement, the first floor, is it? They never lived the first floor. That's where your troops would be in the first floor, because these were built to be attacked. But although they're built to be attacked, they're built to have soldiers inside them, defend them. This one had no soldiers inside defending. But all the rest of it, this was Christmas Eve. The night before Christmas, nothing stirred, not even a mouse. But in 1641, Christmas Eve, everybody was herded into the basement. Which I take it that's the basement there. I don't know if the goalpost picking anything up there or not. I think there was 70 or so. 60 or 70 people then. Instead of let free, they went in on Christmas Day and slaughtered them all. But I didn't know what happened next. So you have all these, bear in mind there's women and children, and instead of that, you know, they weren't all wives and children of the soldiers, they were local people who came in and were slaughtered. I was thinking, you imagine the reaction of the soldiers when they come back, and after they killed them all, they burnt the castle down. And that castle has never been touched since. That's as it is when the night they were murdered, or the day they were murdered on Christmas Day. It's almost 400 years ago, like. Different world. You see that side there, there's mostly all defence in there. Must have been this of the staircase, must have been up and down there. The wee holes. Wee turrets and all. I suppose in the day too, you had a big wooden shutters and the big windows, wouldn't you? Because like, the fact they got wee holes to shoot out off there, in that stairwell, and then a big window beside it, they must have some way of shutting off the big windows too. But what happened when the soldiers came back and they found out that the place was burned down? More another lunatic! But I think if you look up the history in 1641, everything was being attacked in 1641. This was the local Irish trying to get rid of the Scottish settlers and the English. They had enough of them. Luna! She's gonna get married now. Luna! Some hairs there, you see. Luna! She's gonna go after hairs, we'll have to leave. Luna! Still got a bit of wideness on her yet, like. Mind you out of there. No chasing hairs. Look at the shape of her, she's soaking wet. Well, out! She's already out of bed. She didn't want to go out last night in the rain. And look at the shape of that body there now, look. Luna, you calm down now, you calm down. 2 hours in the morning for this, I'll tell you how do I. Luna! You will go on the lead. Now we go down to this cottage now. It's a tranquil walk. Tranquil! No maniacs! It was so handy if I could just walk out on it. Was so much simpler just because. Luna! You're on the lead. You're on the lead. Once we get past these rabbit places to survive. Ah, no point in arguing with you, pet. I'm a short lead at that. It's a short lead. No, but we're in the middle of nowhere now. She has the freedom of everywhere we went yesterday, she had to be on a lead. Now she's be off the lead, and now she's playing up like. Doesn't make any sense. Started off bad yesterday, ended up good. I'm not sure how long this wee walk is here now. I never knew there's rabbits here. It's not actually rabbits, it's hares. Quite long legs. There's some rabbits too. I don't know, do hares and rabbits mix, do they? Seen the big hare last night, the big legs walking across the road. Some of the walls are a wee bit wonky, they're not very straight. I didn't try to fit a wonder to that there. Look at the thickness of the wall, the top to the bottom. The wall's bulging away out. Not here to tell you nothing. It's been a while since it's had a wee bit of painting on, so it's run down a wee bit. You're getting that piled up here, isn't it? I think that was toilets they had out here. They probably took them away because of COVID. But I think it's supposed to be toilets here. They have a sign for the car park bringing you here, but telling you about the cottages. That's probably when they got a wee grant years ago. They probably used it. Let's see what it says on this gate. You need to get back after the game, Pet, because I don't want to be out carrying a lead all day. Tully Cottage. Another wee counter. One of the stable car park space here. There's a car parking down there. There's another doggy down there. And she's just going back to the car. So I think the walk is out there now past that tarmac there, you know, Luna. That's a shortcut over there. I'm like, if you used to go mad again, Pet, you're going back in the lead. Saying that, that's not the road, no, I don't think so. Maybe this is the road, I don't know, we'll find out. More fencing. Something else in there falling down. And a wee bit of history. Oh, dead end here. And you know what? That's been cut there to walk in. But where's the walkway? You're not supposed to walk down that part. There's an old bit of building in there. So it makes you wonder if some of these old buildings going back to the castle. Are this some of the buildings where the people were left ahead of the castle for shelter? I wouldn't have thought they'd been that close. But walk this wee grass path, Pet, they cut it for a reason. Come on out. Just goes around the big loop. But I didn't think you went out this far here, you know. They come up here with a lawnmower. No, there's nothing at the cottage to tell you, is there? Where the walk is. And if you like wildflower meadows, there's a place to come. Not much good for wheelchairs. My body scooter could drive that. If you had a wee dog like a frisbee, that'd be a brilliant place, wouldn't it? Jumping around. I was thinking, the thing is, they should move this wee path out a wee bit, because these branches are catching me here. Oh, private property. Lena! It's interesting but how it's cut the whole way up, isn't it? The property's private. So it must be a man up there bring down his own wee lawnmower. See if you got the money for the houses around here. Oh, you're right on lawnmowers. I enjoy coming down for a spin. Come on out, Lena! Probably never walked it. Maybe brings his dog down. Isn't that nice having your own house? Making your own pathway in. We're about to car and go down to the jetty, Pet, and we'll start off at the jetty. That must be the way you go. This wee land here would be worth some money, wouldn't it, for housing? And it's got the view of the lake just over the top. There's a different wee flower there. Oh yeah, wee pink one. That's a different wee flower. They're the same type, only slightly paler. the castle's in very good condition, considering it was burnt down almost 400 years ago. 380 years ago it was burned down. So it's still in very good condition after all that time. And then like that up around the Castle Caldwell, it's dilapidating very quick. How the ivy is taking over it, see? Why is the ivy not taking over it? Now I know it's looked after now, but do you think, like 50 years after it was burned down, I can't see many people coming to remove ivy. And where did the family go after this? Your mum was still alive. She went to the neighbouring castle, Money or something like that. It's a ruin now. But she went down there. Her husband would have come back from fighting while he was fighting. Did they build another castle somewhere? What did they do? I wonder if that's original there. It's put there for decoration. Normally you get that in your mills and stuff. You attach horses and all on there. Come on this way, Pip. There's a cottage. It's not really a farm, is it? There's a big cottage on its day. I might take a peek in here. Ah, boy, now outfits and photographs and stuff. I wonder if anybody come every day to water these wee plants. These wee plants, look at these watered. A model of a castle made out of wood. There's never a big lot in these places, is there? There's very little on them wee cottages. There's a gun up in them. There's the road coming in here. And a couple of tight bends on it. About 3 real tight bends. You wouldn't have a space at it. Look at the hedging and all, so you have. But when you get a tight bend, you got like a wee bit of a wide corner. So when I was coming in here, I would rather than go to aim around the bend, aim under the corner and then look around, see if it's clear, and then do the second part. Luna can do cattle grids. We see this here. There's a gate there anyway. Look, we see it does this here. There's a wide space one here right now. Look at that. That wee meadow nice, isn't it? I said the problem is pups get ticks on there. There's a butterfly. 2 butterflies. 3, oh that's a bumblebee. Oh, see there's wildlife in that, so there is. She's run up the wee path where some other dog has gone up. You can see she's following the same trail. A rabbit's probably gone up there. That's what she's after. The grass is sort of flattened down. Had a whole lot of butterflies in there. And look, she's run all over a whole lot of butterflies. Do you know how some people get dogs to flush out the pheasants? Luna does that to butterflies. Anybody wants to see butterflies, you can borrow my Luna for a couple of weeks. Yes. Yeah, that'd be a nice wee spot for the caravan now, wouldn't it? I'd be a bit awkward to park right now. If I was to park an end spot there and put the caravan over the grass a bit, the car was stalled, so I'd be blocking the entrance. Be too tight. If you're here late at night, early morning, no problem. I'd park it down the hall like. But I was a bit worried last night with ghosts and all that, you know. All them people have been burned. All them people have been put to the sword and the castle burned. Maybe someone was still alive. And like before, like, you know, they was cutting them with, mind the weapons they had. Swords and daggers. slicing throats and stuff like that and sticking them in their stomach. Blood poured out, intestines falling out, other ones seeing other ones being killed and them getting killed, the fear and the fright, the blood everywhere, and the other ones them setting the place on fire. They haven't checked they're all dead, have they? And I'm capping beside that. There's more butterflies there now. Like in London there, you have thousands of people died during the siege. That's sort of different, because they knew they were on a siege that had gone on for ages. But them ones, they didn't know they were going to die that morning. By the wee winds and all. It'd be nice to even know what this wee house was. It's all very well using the wee house for a history thing, but what was the wee house itself? No back door on it. Look at the old slates. How them old are, I'll say they're not old. I'll say them new slates. Made it look old. Them's new slates. What's in there? Don't see much. Them doors do be held up all the time, see the wee catches. Unless they've got maybe a wee trap or something on there, you don't know. Where's Luna going? On this way, Pet. That's a well trodden wee path there, Pet. How much wee wildlife making that there? I wonder if that wall there is original. That must be. Goes on onto the side. So you imagine that would have been a big high wall too in this time. Makes you wonder where the front door was. Where was the actual entrance to the castle? Would it have been up on there? So they keep an eye on anybody coming up. But you don't really see a gatehouse there, do you? But that's definitely a square bit of the castle itself. So you think the main door would have to be here, the main gateway. It's not showing the wall here. There's the main gateway, so there's no actual hut on it. They've got these here as wee huts, but no actual hut on the gate entrance. Just two big gates. So that wall there now will be pretty close. Actually, it's not showing that wall at all here. So there was the family would have lived above there. 2 floors above, and that was all troops and all down below. Just to defend it. Thatched roof originally. Tiles on the outside, but thatch in the house. What idea that was. Thatch is pretty heavy too, but outside you were setting fire too easy, wouldn't you? Must just down to cost. So going by that there, that was actually a garden inside. That was kept as a lawn. Wee barrels over there in the corner. Surviving wall, foundations, presumed line, paving. So that's showing you there with the walls missing, them square towers. So that square tower there, that would have been the same. Castle Caldwell, Castle Austell, Tully Castle, Money Castle, that's the castle they went to, number 4. Portura Castle, we'll do that one there, we're doing that today. So where are they? Number 5, Portura, Money, Tully, Castle Caldwell. See, Castle Caldwell was never really a castle. I probably had a castle like that originally when I started, but it became a big country estate. Had that place not been burned down, this would have become a country estate like Castle Cool and all the rest. Castle Austell. So Castle Austell was started off as a tower house. Come to think of it, you know, Castle Austell is probably similar to that day, you know. When I go back to Castle Austell, my old Castle Austell, I might be sleeping there tonight. It's probably the same idea layout there, you know. Castle Balfour, don't know that. Crown Castle still a private estate. They never were burned down. That's still owned by a big boy. Still original family. Castle Crown. You wonder why that wall is so thick there, wouldn't you? Sticking on the side walls and all the rest. Must have been a reason. That there is actually curved. That wall is curved. I don't know how they be spurs down, but that's straight. I don't know. But there's a curve to that wall, it's curving out. It's going thicker. You often think of the boys standing looking like that wee wonder there, like. There's a few spares. Oh, we're going to have to go now. See if we can get out this road. This is probably the most intact wee square tower here. It's funny how the windows aren't all exactly level and all that. And them 4 there are. That one there's lower. Maybe that was out in the rear. No, but see, you've never had a peaceful time. That looks like a fireplace there, doesn't it? You got do anyway coming out there. You imagine that night when them 800 people turned up. Somebody was standing here looking, I said, fuck boys, look at this. Ah, we're doomed here. Anybody got a mobile phone signal? We'll get them all boys home. Ah, probably all praying away. The man was like trying to pick up the bodies. You would have a pile of rubber and all on top of them. All right. And saying now it's the vaulted ceiling in there. So the bodies mightn't have got burned. The rest of the castle would have been all around it, but the actual bodies wouldn't have been burned. That's a vaulted ceiling, stone ceiling. So they could have lifted the bodies out in one piece. So maybe they have proper burial grounds. So I guess, see, I can't even stick the GoPro on that wall. You know the strange thing with this place? You can check it out in Google. Open 24 hours a day. Luna! Where's my Luna gone? Luna! Luna! Come on out, pet. Oh, you love Tully Castle. Now, not one car has come here this morning. We see I got to go out now. I'll probably meet two. That wee building down there looks like a wee war building, doesn't it? The tin roof. It's something built in World War II. There's only the one. Right, wee shed they had that, wouldn't it? Aye, wee windows on each side and a wee louver door on it. Good for working at the car and stuff. I should have grabbed another wee apple, you know, off that apple tree. I'm not going to get one of them wee bitty ones. Oh. Suppose we'll try the one apple today, see if it gets the skitters. But I'm going to go in the car now, get this gas turned off now, pet. I'll check the car, I'll get her in the car first, turn off the gas, put up the jockey wheel. I'll somebody be paying against our caravan good night, you reckon, pet? No? Come on now. It's getting stormy now. Excitement's about to happen. Up we go. Did 66 miles yesterday, 34 miles to the gallon. That's 2 gallons of fuel to get up here. And for the amount of money of 2 gallons of fuel, I don't know if it's worth it. The second half of the day was better. First half of the day, disaster. So we'll see how the day goes. Just about to leave Tully Castle now, heading towards Austell.